In this video, who is the latest athlete to sign an exclusive deal with Netflix? What do we know so far about the new Netflix original Bodies? What other face of Yu Yu Hakusho has been revealed? How did Virgin River stars Alexandra Breckenridge and Martin Henderson cause a frenzy on Instagram? Make sure to watch until the end of the video to get all the answers and get up to speed on everything Netflix. So, let's kick this thing off with Virgin River stars Alexandra Breckenridge and Martin Henderson cause a frenzy on Instagram. Fans are ready to burst in anticipation for the 4th season of Virgin River, which is scheduled to be released on Netflix on July 20th, 2022. And we're not just curious about how the story will unfold for Mel and Jack after season 3's jaw-dropping finale. We still want to know if Hope is okay and where Preacher is. And will Brady go down for Jack's shooting? No wonder that fans fell into a frenzy when the Virgin River account teased fans with a cute video of Alexandra Breckenridge and Martin Henderson, who portray Mel Monroe and Jack Sheridan dancing in Mel's kitchen. It proved too much for the Virgin River fans, with the comments erupting with excitement and gratefulness. Breckenridge and Henderson are dancing to Hang Up by Madonna, obviously because time goes by so slowly, especially for us fans. But we all know Charmaine is the actual victim of that inconvenience. Breckenridge also shared a fun video of her working on learning her marks for a scene, and fans loved seeing such a candid video of the actress. Fans are always delighted to see the behind-the-scenes footage of their favorite show. But to post such a tease so close to the release date of the new season was a little cruel, don't you think? Next up, it is Nick Kyrgios who has signed a deal with Netflix. Australian Nick Kyrgios apparently signed a very lucrative deal with Netflix, giving the producers exclusive rights to the footage. Netflix is set to make a fly-on-the-wall documentary about his tempestuous run at Wimbledon, and much of the documentary will focus on the final. It was his very first Grand Slam tournament, and he was defeated by the legendary Novak Djokovic. The world found out about the presence of the Netflix cameras at the post-match party because his sister, Halima, made the revelation on her Instagram. The party was at an exclusive London nightclub, Wild, where he drowned his sorrows with his girlfriend, Kostin Hatzi, sister Halima, and friends. Sports documentaries have been a good bet for Netflix, as they've been getting huge viewing figures around the world, and Kyrgios sure had an interesting run. During the final, he accused a spectator of having drunk 700 drinks, who claimed to have only had 2. His rant earned him his 3rd fine for encore outbursts this tournament, which cost him £15,000 in total. The documentary will also likely focus on his girlfriend Hatzi, an influencer and blogger who runs an interiors business and is based in Sydney. One thing seems certain, it won't be a boring sports documentary. With the temperament as Nick Kyrgios, there will absolutely be more to see than just sports, and we're here for it. And now, everything we know so far about Netflix original Bodies. Netflix has been trying to boost its output of epic, thrilling crime series because they're kind of lacking on that front at the moment. So, Bodies was willed into reality, the series that used to be known under the name Project IV. Bodies is an adaptation of the 2015 graphic novel that bears the same name by Cy Spencer, and it follows the story of 4 different detectives who are trying to solve the same murder, but in different time periods. Edmund Hollinghead, 1890, is an overachiever. Carl Whiteman, 1940, the adventurer. Detective Sergeant Shahara Hassan is the kick-ass female that takes the lead in 2010, and then there's someone who is only known as Maplewood, an amnesiac and one of the last survivors of the techno-apocalypse. So many years between these murders, yet they are exactly the same, and the link will be much stronger and stranger than you can dream. If anything, the synopsis is promising, and the source material is as well, so we're glad that filming has began on various locations throughout the United Kingdom, and will continue until at least September 2022. Hope is we can expect this series at the beginning of 2023. Hold up and stay tuned. Next, we're going to find out what other face has been added to Yu Yu Hakusho for the live-action adaptation. What a Tiny Pretty Things actor can tell us about Netflix cancellations. And can you guess what Netflix original is getting its very own manga? Make sure to keep watching to find out more. First up, we have Netflix's live-action Yu Yu Hakusho's Kurama has been revealed. First, we were treated on the revelation of Takumi Kitamura's Yusuke Urameshi, and now we've gotten another face to add to the live-action adaptation of the iconic Yu Yu Hakusho. Jun Shison has been chosen to portray the beloved Kurama. In the original manga and anime, Kurama is one of the most popular and loved characters among its many fans. Kurama first meets Yusuke after Kurama steals a mirror that can grant wishes, with the intent of using it as a means to save his sick mother. But he's not your average person. Kurama is a fox demon that put his spirit into a newborn baby after being wounded, but over time, he becomes rather fond of his human mother. He's especially known for his ability to transform into his silver-haired fox demon form and his signature Rose Whip attack. With source material that has been so well loved for over 3 decades, there's more than a little pressure to make sure the adaptation lives up to the expectations, and Shison seems very attuned to that and told fans they're working very hard to create the best series as they possibly can. We're very happy to finally get to see the faces who will take up these amazing roles, and it sure is going to be a long wait until Yu Yu Hakusho will be released, which probably won't be before December 2023. And now, what Tiny Pretty Things actor Brennan Clost can tell us about Netflix cancellations. One of the most frustrating habits of Netflix is its habitual axing of shows that were really only just getting started, and then they fail to tell the fans about it. A case in point, Tiny Pretty Things. Tiny Pretty Things was officially canceled in November of 2021, but even then, it didn't come as a surprise to the cast. While the rest of the world wouldn't fully comprehend for months to come, everyone on crew had already seen it coming. Brennan Clost played Shane McCrae on Tiny Pretty Things, and he posted a video on YouTube about the cancellation, but it's just that no one really noticed at the time. But Clost says that the cast had already known for weeks after the release of the series in December 2020. Apparently, Netflix looks at the analytics between the release and the first 10 days, and then the first 30 days, and if those numbers don't impress, it's off with their heads. But in whispers, because Netflix doesn't want you to know it was canceled. Netflix told us they were not going to announce it because the way that Netflix content works is that it is evergreen on their platform, Clost explained, meaning the show will never leave Netflix even if there is never a season 2, and you're less likely to watch it at all if you're in the know, so Netflix tries to keep it a secret. It all makes sense now. And last but not least, Netflix's Sex Education is getting a manga. Of all the Netflix original series that have come to Netflix over the years, there aren't many who have made it as far as Sex Education, and its popularity just keeps growing. Sex Education is one of Netflix's longest running series, with 3 seasons already available on the platform, and the 4th already being confirmed as well. In fact, Sex Education is so popular that it has gotten its very own manga. Sex Education the manga was made available on Comic Bridge, and it will dive into the adventure of Otis, Maeve, and Eric along with their other classmates. They have to try and navigate high school life while also dealing with more than a few challenges in their teenage lives. Though the 4th season of Sex Education the TV series has been confirmed as well. In order to allow fans to take a relieved breath about all that, there are absolutely no signs that there is also an anime production in the works for this amazing comedy series. But who knows? As much as we all love Netflix, it's become clear that things will have to change, and for all we know, there's a Sex Education anime on its way as we speak. Would you watch it? And that's all we've got for now. What do you think is waiting around the corner for Mel and Jack? Will they be okay, or is everything doomed? And do you dare to guess when Charmaine will finally deliver her twins? Let us know in the comments what you think, and thanks for watching.